you are not a subscriber, please subscribe, because this channel is all about drama. This channel is all about learning art without going to the art school. And hi, and welcome to week 4 of my 40-week acrylic painting journey. So this week I want to start with wait. I have something to tell you first before we start with my paintings and what happened, what I did. So thank you, because the last week's video about the art hall, it reached 500 views. Yes, just 500, not 500 million or 5 million or 50,000. But for me, that's a huge thing. Do you know why? Because the first 2 long videos that I put about my week 1 and week 2, so after I put those videos and viewed my videos myself, and that's how I got so many high views, that is 39 and 65. I got these high views because I watched them. But this time when I put this art haul video, I just watched it once from my account, that is Masterpiece by Mistake, only once, and then that's it. But still I got 500 views. Can you imagine? That's why I'm extremely happy that these 500 views are organic and you liked my videos and you're coming back to see my videos, and that's a huge thing for me. And thanks a lot. Please do keep watching my videos like this. Thank you. And before we start with today's video, I want to show you something. So I am an art shopaholic, I would say that, and I ordered something from Temu again and I received it. So I ordered this one, you can see it here, this palette, because you know that I have been using a plastic plate as my palette right now. So I ordered one because I needed one, okay? And then, do you see this palette? It's so beautiful, right? It's so huge and nice and everything. And then do you know what I received? This! Look at this size and look at this. I can open it for you. This is so huge, and look at this one. So that's exactly why I ordered things from India. I get it from India because it's cheaper there, and also because the quality is better than Temu, of course, and it's cheaper. So for Temu price but better quality, so that's why I bring my art supplies from India. And now you tell me, should I keep this or should I send this back? Could I use it for something else, like this palette for something else, or should I send it back? Let me know in the comments, and with that we will go forward. So yeah, the week 4. So for week 4, I was doing a landscape, an autumn landscape, if you remember, and I had showed you that. Can you see it here, the autumn landscape? Yeah, I was doing this for week 4, and I was really interested in doing this, and I had also told you in the last video that I will finish this one, but something happened. And that something is, yeah, you remember in the art haul video, I told you that I bought this canvas pad, and then I told you that probably I'm going to try painting on it, and I will stop that landscape. But later I told you that I will paint the landscape and then I will start on this one. So guess who won? Yeah. Yes, canvas pad won, the autumn landscape 0. So that's the score right now, and I started with this canvas pad. So before I show you what I actually painted, how was the process and what happened, story time. Yeah, let me be comfortable. So have you all also been scrolling YouTube and Instagram? I wouldn't say scrolling, but doom scrolling Instagram and YouTube shorts lately. So I have been doing this. I'm guilty, yes. And I see lot of these dreamy, magical paintings which these artists paint on huge canvases with sponge. They just put colors on it and then take like sponges like these, and they paint with these sponges on huge canvases, and the colors are so magical, I tell you. I mean, it feels like it's a dream. And looking at it, I thought, this is easy. What's there in it? put few colors here and there on the canvas, rub it with the sponge, and ta-da! And also in these dreamy paintings, what they do is they draw small figurines here and there. I'm like, yeah, I can do that. I can totally do that. So I thought I will paint that on my canvas pad for the first time ever. Note here, please note that I'm using canvas for the very first time, or the canvas pad for the very first time. I don't know how it feels like to paint on it. I am doing an abstract art which I have no idea about, because I'm still in my week 3 painting and I want to do an abstract art. Third, I want to paint with the sponge. I don't even know how to paint with the brush properly, because I paint during the weekends, okay? Because I work a 9 to 5 job, so I paint during the weekends. So when one weekend to another weekend, like Saturdays when I'm painting, the first 1 hour I don't even know to move the brush, and then later I figure out again, and then by the end of it I learn how to paint, and then in another week of work I forget again, and every Saturday it's the same thing. So I've never used a canvas before. I have never painted an abstract art. I don't even know what is an abstract art. And then I don't know how to use a sponge. And then I think it is a wonderful idea to combine all 3 of this together and start my first ever painting on a canvas pad. What do you think happened? Yeah, exactly that happened, what you've been thinking about. So yeah, I started the painting. I thought it was a wonderful idea, because on YouTube it looks so easy when they're doing la 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 la, and then it's over. So beautiful, right? So I took a sponge and cut it into 2 pieces like this. See? Cut it into 2 pieces. I thought these were enough sizes for me, because this was my canvas pad, right? So I cut it into 2 pieces, and then I thought I will do like easy. So canvas pad, abstract art, sponge, and one more wonderful idea. So the wonderful idea that I had was I will replicate this one. So you see, I did it in the first week and I'm like, okay, I can replicate it. I'm a genius, I'm an artist, I can replicate this one on a canvas pad using a sponge, and I'll make a dreamy painting out of it, and then probably add like a boat or something, smaller figurines, and this will be my week 4 painting. What was I thinking? What did I smoke? Why am I like this? But anyways, then I started. I cut these sponges into smaller sizes, and then I started. So my plan was to replicate this one, and if you can see here, there is a little bit of blue in here and then a little bit of blue here, right? So while I started this painting, I painted blue first, like light blue here and then here. So I thought I'll start it the same way, the other painting as well, and I started painting with blue. So I had ultramarine blue, and then I mixed it with a little white, and then I put the sponge. When I put the sponge, I understood that I have because the paint was so liquidy, and the brush with that texture, it was just not sitting on the canvas. It was moving around like it just did not want to sit on the canvas. So I started painting it on the top areas. I painted the sky, and then I had of course I had to paint the bottom as well, right? So I started painting the bottom C part. Also I painted the C part as well, and then I realized that it is like two areas of blue which did not sit well with one another. So I painted the whole canvas blue. That was my first step, okay? And for the second step, again, here you can see this orange things here, orange, and then I needed for this cloud the pink, okay? So that was my next plan of action, to paint the pink. So I got the pink color, that is I had I think red. Along with that, I mixed a little bit of white and I made pink color. And like an artist, I started painting this light pink. It was very light, and I wanted to paint these clouds. So I didn't really know how to exactly paint the clouds with the sponge. So I thought I will start with making this area pink and this area pink, and then I'll figure out. So my entire painting is let me figure it out later, because I thought that's how big artists think, but I did not realize I'm not a big artist. Yes, So I mixed the pink color with the white because of course dreamy, magical. So yeah, I mixed the pink color with the white, and then the stupid me painted it on the blue. The blue underneath has not dried. It is still super duper wet. Okay. So what I do, I paint this pink on that blue, and that blue also is moving, the pink also is moving, nobody is staying on the canvas. Also one more thing, so I had one sponge, right? I cut it into two pieces. So the one piece, I did not know I had to use it as a dry sponge. So one piece I soaked it in water, brought it out, and I did like pichish, and then with that damn sponge I was painting. So there was water from my acrylic paint, water from my sponge, everything messed up the entire canvas. And on acrylic paper pad somehow everything dries faster, but on canvas nothing just dries. Is it because my acrylic paint is really watery, or is it because of the sponge, or is it that is how it is on canvas that nothing dries? Please let me know in the comments, what am I doing wrong here? So let's get back to the painting. So I then mixed the pink color, pink color with the blue color, nothing stayed in place. So then I figured out probably it's too wet right now, and I will wait for some time. So I waited for some time, and somehow I switched the sponge. The wet sponge, I stopped using it and I used the other sponge. And meanwhile, I thought while I'm using the other dry sponge, the wet sponge will be dry, and I can use it back again. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Because we live here in Germany. Here nothing dries faster, and I was thinking that a sponge will dry in 10 minutes. So yeah, after that I waited for a while, and then I again painted the pink. This time the pink was a little visible on the canvas, and the color was little staying there. I mean I kind of figured out how to do it, and also because I was using a dry sponge now, it stayed on the canvas, and I got both my cloud as so at this point, if you see my painting right now, it actually looks good. There is blue and then there is this light pink tint, and it is actually looking dreamy. But it's me, I have to spoil everything, right? So what I did next was I mixed some I wanted orange, right? So I mixed some red with yellow, and then I painted it on the orange part, and somehow it was not mixing well with my pink part. So I just did that and I went straight to the top, to the pink part, to the skies, and I painted my entire canvas orange. Why? Because I had the color, I didn't want to waste it. Are you also an artist like this who always thinks that I don't want to waste colors, I don't want to waste canvas? If you are, we are a team, yes. So I did not want to waste my canvas, waste my colors, so I put in the entire orange, and this is exactly when I spoiled the entire canvas. Yeah, because initially with the blue and the pink it was looking so beautiful, but after all this mess up and new colors, it wasn't really looking that great, and then I realized that the blue color is very less. So I thought I will do the blue again. So I started painting again. I took the blue and I painted the sky, blue as in ultramarine blue and white, and I painted the sky, and then I painted the ocean, and now the orange was looking too less. So this time I did not mix any white in anything. I did not mix white in orange or white to make it pink or anything, and I just came with this instead of doing the pink sky, I thought I should do red, because anyways the color is not visible on the canvas, the color is not staying. So I thought that I should go with a darker color, only then it will be fine. And then I painted the entire thing with red and orange directly, without diluting them or without adding an extra color like a yellow or an white, and I just started painting them right then and there, and it was so horrible because these colors were not matching one another. And the worst part, you know what, there was this kind of like brown dirt formation on the canvas, if you can see, where these colors mix with one another, and then I spoiled the entire canvas. I mean it was gone. There was no hope of recovering it, and that's when I realized I have, yes, exactly, I have. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do after that, because I spoiled my first painting on a canvas pad because I was stupid, not because I didn't know how to paint or something like that. I was overconfident and I was stupid. That's why I spoiled it. So what do I do next? I confessed all of this on internet. And I told everyone that see, I have spoiled my canvas. How do I save it, or is it even possible to save it, or should I like throw this canvas away and then start a new painting altogether? So when I asked this on internet, the internet was very kind to me. Thanks a lot again. Other than my 500 views, you have been very kind to me. Even in this matter, because I received all these comments on my Instagram, on my YouTube. See, I received all these comments on my Instagram, on my YouTube, telling me to what to do. So some were saying that you cannot save this painting, you have to throw it away, or you have to like, don't throw it away but just keep it. Others came up with ideas on how to do it. Someone told me cut your sponge into smaller sponges and then try it. Someone told me to dab with the sponges instead of like going like that. Someone told me that I should probably try with brushes, I could do this, and there was so many help that came my way. Thank you. I did not expect that so many of you would come forward and help me. So now I have decided that I will save this painting, and this time I will not be overconfident. I will just be a tad bit confident and save this painting. So I will probably use the same sponge, but then I will cut it here and make it smaller, or even smaller, like cut this one sponge into 4, and then I will paint with that. And someone also told me to not use the acrylic colors that I'm using because they're very watery. So you remember the Brustro colors that I had bought in the last video? Yes, I will use them instead because those are thicker colors than these acrylic colors that I bought from Teddy. So I will start with them again, and this time I will probably wait between the layers, not water them down, use a dry sponge. Yeah, use a dry sponge, and let's now start painting that again. Should we start, or should I tell you what happened after that? So after I painted this one on the canvas, I was devastated. After I spoiled the canvas, I was devastated. I was devastated to the T, not to the D. I was so sad that I asked help on the internet. You know that story. So while the internet was helping me, I wanted to still paint on the canvas. So I started another painting. So this one was pretty oh no, this was not pretty easy. I mean, this was very easy, but it's me. I had to spoil it, right? So this was a painting. I started it with I'll add the video here, you can see it. So this was basically grass and flowers. Very easy. Not so easy if you don't use your brains. And sometimes I get really overconfident and I stop using my brain, and that's what I did here. So I partitioned my canvas into 2 parts. On one part, like the painter, the artist on Instagram did, I painted the darkest of green there. That was the darkest shade. I mixed it with a little bit of black, to be very frank, and then I painted it. That was perfect. Then the second part, I don't know, somehow some color was left on this side, so I thought I will do it on the other side, and I painted it. After that, I saw that it is very light. It was just a dark, not very dark green, it was just light. But my overconfident self painted leaves on it with a darker shade of green, okay? And if you look at these leaves, look at them. Those leaves look like sorry. Those leaves look like even a kindergarten kid can draw better than me. I don't know what was I thinking. I thought when I painted the entire canvas, I can like paint it and it will look nice, but it did not. Once I did the entire page, it was looking so bad that I thought I can save this one at least, not like my abstract art, but I can save this one. And then I painted the entire thing in a darkest color of green, and then I painted grass layer by layer, and then finally I got the perfect good layer of grass on both sides of the canvas pad, and then it was looking nice. So I'm very happy about that one because I spoiled the first page of my canvas pad, but I did not spoil the second page. Luckily I saved it myself without the help from internet. So now let's get back to the first page of the canvas pad which I had spoiled, and let's try to do them again. Okay, come with me. Hi, I just realized that this video is getting really long. So I will show you the saving of the canvas pad in part 2 of this video, and you can also come back to see what happens to the grass. Do I again spoil it, or do I paint something interesting on it like a flower, or which flower, or what happens to the grass pad, 2 of them. You can come back for that in the next video. And thank you for subscribing to me, and thank you for watching my videos. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe, because this channel is all about drama. This channel is all about learning art without going to the art school. And thank you. More than asking you to subscribe, I'm very thankful that you are subscribing, and thanks a lot. And we will do a part 2 of this where I will try to save the canvas, and let's see what happens. Bye bye.